The Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. The original road trip movie. Introduction. The Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. It is fair to say that together William Shakespeare and Charles Dickens form two great pillars in the English Literary Hall of Fame. They are, however, quite unlike in many ways. Not only did they live at very different times, but how they wrote and what they wrote about was quite different in style and content. Shakespeare wrote for the stage, so his work is full of action and dense, luscious wording that at that time took the place that computer graphics have in films today. It is not so much about the text as about the experience, and it aspires to provide escapism for the audience. In many ways, it is comparable to modern-day comic book writing, with strong contrasts thrown between the many noble heroes and despicable villains. Dickens has, in my opinion, nothing to do with escapism. It is all about the gritty reality of life and the true nature of man himself. To achieve this, Dickens doesn't submerge us in action or scenery, though there is certainly plenty of both in many of his works. Instead, he surrounds us with people, real people, believable people, people with as many faults and foibles as anything else, people that often change back and forth between positive and negative roles within the story. It is this mastery of character writing that ensures Dickens's eternal fame. Having said all this, Dickens can at times come across as quite dark and sinister. Much action happens in dark alleyways and shadowy doorways. People are continuously having to cope with disadvantage and discomfort. This can make it a bit off-putting as a read if all you want to do is relax and have a bit of fun. Enter the Pickwick Papers. In this book, Charles Dickens presents us with a world that is full of much more light and air than we are perhaps used to from works such as Oliver Twist or A Christmas Carol. He then populates this world with a wonderful array of captivating, intriguing, and downright lovable characters. All of this is reason enough to feature it on the channel. However, two further points really seal the deal. At the most basic level, it is a story about a journey, and so predestined to be on the Wanderer channel. But perhaps most significant to me is a very personal reason. My first exposure to the books of Charles Dickens was as The Pickwick Papers was read aloud to me by my father. From the first page, I was hooked. I hope it'll be the same for you. By all means, make use of the closed captions I've included. Furthermore, any constructive comments, whether they are suggestions for the channel itself or perhaps opinions about the content of the book, are very welcome. It is going to be a memorable journey, so get on board and join the adventure. I hope you enjoyed this excerpt from The Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends either directly or on social media as you prefer. Better still, subscribe to this channel so that you A, never miss a new episode, and B, can watch multiple episodes back to back without interruption. However, if you actually found the background of most interest, please visit the local channel to learn more about the location used for this episode. Alternatively, you may want to check out some of our other channels which feature other book genres. Obviously, whether you really loved it, aren't quite sure, or honestly found the whole thing a total turn-off, then please write a comment so that we know what needs improvement next time. With all that said, we do look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode, so until next week, bye bye.